What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Prosperity Plants and Purpose. I'm Gene, and today I want to walk you all through how we set up our back to Eden style of gardening this year. This is new to us, and we wanted to take y'all along on our journey. First, we chose a spot where we wanted to use to garden. We got it tilled, and we let it set for a couple days, and then from there we went down to our local stockyard. And if you don't know what that is, that's where they sell cows and pigs and goats and sheep and all those things. And the manure that comes from those animals at the sale, they scrape to the side and it's free to the public in our area. Check your area to see if they give it away to you all. But we then spread that manure on the garden and got our rows together. And then we let that set for a couple days. And then we chose which plants we wanted to grow this year. And here you can see some action. I think this is from some arugula that we sowed straight into the ground. And things started coming up, and you can see the mulch. The mulch is the key factor in this style of gardening. It's pretty foreign to people. People don't understand it. I didn't either. So we wanted to try it, and here you can see they did come up through the mulch. And when we saw that, I figured it was time to get it protected and put a fence around it so the animals wouldn't destroy what all the work we had put in. So we got it pretty secure, and it's a pretty big area, but we do have another garden as well, and I'll take you and show you that one also. But here you can see the arugula is coming in pretty good, and the bok choy is right beside it. And that's our little plant buddy. He hangs around. Our butterfly buddy. He's been there all season. We went down to the local organic store and got a couple tomato plants that we got planted in, and that one was doing pretty good. And we went down and got several more so we can fill in that row, and I'll show you that in future videos too. But 2 weeks later, this is what we got. Again, that's that same row of arugula and bok choy right beside it. They're looking good. I only watered in exactly as soon as I planted. I watered and I left it alone. Um, and here I think we got some radishes, and here's some squash that are coming up. And everything was planted from seed. Everything went straight in from seed, and it's coming along pretty good at this point. But pay attention to this squash and zucchini plants. Um, these two right here, they're starting to take off and get set in pretty good. And I think we planted them a little bit too close, and you'll see why I say that in the future. But now the bok choy is pretty uh, it's pretty stable, and it's showing pretty good. And here's another shot of that is beets, I think. Um, and here is another shot, and that's some lettuces that we had to trash because it came in so quick. I couldn't get back over to this garden and harvest. This stuff takes off, and it just blows up. But here's a shot of those zucchinis, I think a week later, and this next shot is 4 weeks later. And mind you, I hadn't watered at all. And there's the bok choy and the arugula. We did manage to get a harvest out of the bok choy, but again, it just took off so fast, and it went to flower on us and got tough, and it wasn't very pleasant to eat. But we had to snatch it out. We just didn't know it grew so fast. And here's what we were able to harvest and enjoy. But this style of gardening, you all have to try it out. There's a link in the description below for you to go over to that channel and get a better understanding of what I'm talking about here. This is amazing, you guys. This next clip is some radishes that we did get a harvest out of it, but again, it went a little too far, and we had to snatch it out. It went to flower on us, and it was just no good. After that, it was just too tough for us to eat. But this next clip is those squash and zucchini. Um, from right here, they just started to just blow up and overshadow the radishes that I had beside them. I didn't know they would get that big. I think I went a foot on either side. I think next year I'm gonna have to do 2 feet on each side and not plant so close together because we did get hit with some powdery mildew. Here's the squash again. Um, and that was mainly on my part. I think we could have got along pretty good if I would have watered from the bottom and straight into the ground instead of coming from over top of those leaves, being that they were so close together and the moisture didn't dissipate. And yeah, you can see here is in the middle of the screen, that's the squash and zucchini. Um, that's 4 weeks later. Um, and I think I had to water for the first time in this clip right here. Um, and this next shot is 3 weeks later. Yeah, that's those plants right there 3 weeks later. And they are huge. This picture does it no justice. Those leaves are they're just huge. I left that handle, that pitchfork in the picture so you can see how big that plant is. Um, Everything is doing good in the garden. This is a picture of that plant from a distance. It's in the middle of the screen. Yeah, you guys, you got to try this out. It's so easy to do. You just leave it and let nature do its thing. Yeah, if you have a dry spell and you're not able to get water from Mother Nature, you might have to go out maybe once, maybe twice and water. But the constant watering is you just don't have to do it, and the weeding is very minimal. Here are some zucchinis that we pulled out from that garden. Um, these things are massive. I know people like to take them when they're much smaller than this, but I haven't seen a difference in the taste or texture. And even if I wanted to harvest when they're much smaller than this, my time just won't allow me to put that much time into the garden, and that's why we wanted to try this method, sort of a hands-off type of approach, so we could continue with our lifestyle. We have a very busy lifestyle, and we just can't garden every day. But yeah, these also came from that plant, and everything's doing good. This next clip is a little joke. I was trying to act like I was dragging a big squash behind me, but that did come out of that garden. But yeah, give us a thumbs up if you like it. Please go check out the link in the description so you can get a better understanding. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to be posting more videos of what we're pulling out of the garden. And if anyone has any solution to avoid the powdery mildew, leave a comment in the description. Thanks.